In this video, I will show how to install SYS4SOCCER on Windows Vista. To install SYS4SOCCER on Windows Vista, you need to follow the next steps carefully. First, go to www.sys4soccer.com. Click on the Download section. You will find all the necessary software to install SYS4SOCCER properly. The latest version of SYS4SOCCER, the SQL Server Compact Edition 4.0 32-bit and 64-bit versions, and the Net Framework 3.5 SP1. After you download all the software from the website, let's start the installation process. First of all, let's find what version of Windows Vista we have installed. To do that, let's click on the Start menu. Then, with the right mouse button over the computer, select Properties. On this informative window, we can see that our Windows is the 32-bit version. If we have a Windows Vista operating at 32-bit, we only need to install SQL Server Compact Edition 32-bit. If our Windows is 64-bit, then we must install first the SQL Server 32-bit and then the SQL Server 64-bit. Let's install SQL Server 32-bit that appears with the x86 mention on the file. The x64 expression refers to the 64-bit version of SQL Server. Let's double-click here. Let's click Next. On this window, select the Accept option. Click Next, and then click Install. The installation is quite fast. Click Finish to close the window. Now, let's install our SYS4SOCCER. Double-click. This language selection only affects the installation process. To select the program's language, you can do in another moment. Let's click OK. This window announces that SYS4SOCCER will be installed on your computer. Click Next. Select the option to accept the agreement, and click Next again. On this window, you can change the destination folder of SYS4SOCCER. I will leave this location by default. Click Next. Click Next again. And on this window, you can check for the automatic creation of a desktop icon. I will select this option. Click Next. This window shows a summary of my installation choices. Now, click Install. The installation is quite fast. On this window, you can choose to launch SYS4SOCCER automatically. I will deselect this option and then click Finish. Before we execute SYS4SOCCER, there is something more to discuss. The Windows Update system may already have installed the Net Framework. In this case, you will not need to install it again. But before we execute the program, we must view if the user account control is inactive. To view that, click on the Start menu. Control Panel. User Accounts and Family Safety. User Accounts. And let's click on Turn User Account Control on or off. On this window, make sure this option is disabled. If the option is enabled, disable it and click OK. After that, you must restart your machine. After you restart the computer, let's try SYS4SOCCER. We will verify if the .NET framework is installed. Double-click. This error means that the .NET framework is not installed. Click the Quit button. So, let's install the .NET framework. Double-click. The process will start, and can take a couple of minutes depending on your machine. On this first window, we select the Accept option and click Install. Let the computer do its job. The installation process can take a few minutes. An error may appear, but don't worry, the .NET framework will be installed properly. Now, click Exit. If we try to test SYS4SOCCER at this moment, the same error will be presented. Press Quit and let's go and repair the SQL Server Compact Edition installation. Click Next. Repair. Next. Repair. And, finally, Finish. Let's try again. Now if this window appears, your SYS4SOCCER is installed correctly. This is the SYS4SOCCER activation form. It can be used to test the program in a demo version. Click the Demo Version button. This message will inform you that the demo version has limitations. Click OK. By default, the username is admin and the password is admin also. Click the Login button. And we have SYS4SOCCER ready to be used on our computer. On this video, we saw how to install SYS4SOCCER on Windows Vista.